Greetings, fellow scholar. You are curious. Curiosity is a virtue. It shows that you are awake. How wonderful. Please, allow me to take you through the who, what, where, when, why, and how of this particular endeavor, beginning, as always, with who. I am but a fellow Abiersi, seeker of the truth. Please do not mistake me for some occultist crackerjack, some quack apothecary jackanape, or a misleading mystic of misinformation. No! I am not only an avid listener and investigator, but I am also a practitioner of the arts. For over 30 years have I performed, practiced, and studied. I also approach you as an individual, representing no institution or school of thought in particular. The truth, it turns out, is of the style of no style. What? Fellow scholar, I wish to impart unto thee all of which I have learned over my many years of practice, investigation, and study. The great truths that have been kept from us common masses by the self-proclaimed sophisticats for many a millennia. The teachings I shall impart were devised from information that was passed down from generation to generation, and bear an ancestral lineage, tracing back to a time before this world of decadence and deception. Universal truths, present across all parts of this reality, present in the future unto which we all enter, and present in the distant past, in a time before the first branch bore fruit, and before the first seed took root. Where indeed, but on the internet. When? In the bifurcating year of 2020, and the consequential technocracy which must follow. Why? Why indeed unveil these mysteries unto thee? The answer is twofold. We live in the information era. These are indeed post-apocalyptic times, where all that was once hidden is now revealed. The occultists of the present day have been forced to surrender in their endeavor to deprive the masses of the great knowledge. They must now embark onto a new strategy, one which involves dropping the great works into the vast ocean of misinformation, a strategy of confusion over concealment, of dissuasion over subjugation, so that only those with true discernment may know it. It is for this reason that an Abiersi such as myself is now free to liberate the once imprisoned knowledge without suffering the most dire of consequences. Consequences that professors of the past would surely endure, but not today. Why impart this knowledge? To put it simply, scholar, to survive. I used to rather passively recommend the acts of waking up and growing up as guidance to the creative soul, but now I simply must insist. We can no longer afford the luxuries of solipsism, Luciferian arrogance, and nihilism. An overabundance of these traits will cause our cultures to erode from the inside, and our cultures will surely fall, and fall them hard, if we fail to collectively embark upon the real work within ourselves. Over my lifetime, I have watched as technology has progressed rapidly above and beyond even the most wild of fictional imaginings. At this point in history, it is essential that we also equally evolve both morally and spiritually. How? The final question for any endeavor artistic or otherwise. I intend to take you on a tour through my many memory palaces, unveiling the great truths and mysteries of the universe, directing guidance, signposting the way, leading out my fellow Abirsi, seekers of the truth. The laws we have attempted to scramble together through our fallacious appeals to authority are still sadly, grossly insufficient. Now we dwell in a swamp of ideas, of varying quality, and a great deal of discernment would be required to make any kind of sense out of any of it. Nay, instead I intend to pass down knowledge, understanding, and wisdom that was present before the great apparent burning of books and the occultocracy that led us all into this shrouded darkness in the first place. One final note before I begin. To those who mistake information for knowledge, you will arrive at nothing but erroneous understanding, and therefore formulate little to no wisdom in your lives. To those with a froward mouth, a cold heart, and a twisted mind, there will be nothing for you here. As stated in the Kabbalion, the lips of wisdom are closed, except to the ears of understanding. Or, as stated on the deathbed of the wise Emperor Solomon himself, fools hate knowledge, and the prosperity of fools will destroy them. Have faith, my fellow initiates. Those who insist upon engaging in blind foolishness and self-deception will surely meet their undoing in due course. To put it simply, one may leave them to Jesus. One may leave them